Hello and happy Thursday, and I'm excited for today because today is card number 1 for my September stamp camp offerings. So I know I just finished up with June's virtual party yesterday, and then next week I'm going to jump in and do some live crafting sessions for Sandy Torgerson's virtual party too. And so in between there, I'm going to shuffle in my September stamp camp cards just because there's so many ideas I have and so many events that I normally would be having this time of year that I feel like you are going to be seeing a lot of me, and I hope that you don't get tired of me, and I hope that I can bring you lots of variety and such with that. So hi Lois, hi Donna, thanks for joining in. And so kind of to kick off today, I'm doing a pretty simple card. So this is card number 1 for September's virtual stamp camp. So here it is, and I'm going to kind of show you different ways that you can adjust and make it different but similar too. So yeah, with that, I just thought sometimes we need cards that don't take all day. Like sometimes it's fun to piddle around and put a lot of accessories and a lot of things. Today doesn't use any punches, it doesn't use any dies. And so if you have a friend that you're thinking like, you know what, COVID has made me want to reach out to people and just maybe do smaller events and such, today would be a great card if you think, I have a friend that kind of might be interested in something like this. Today's card would be something that you could show them that you could do together that might be something simple, not so overwhelming for the beginner. You could practically share this video with them too if you don't want to get together. So keep that in mind too. And then something too that I want to show as or want you to see as I'm showing the card and making the card is that just the layout of this card, so many things can be swapped in and out. So kind of the layout is what I'm hoping that you can get inspired by and such too. So I'll repeat this at the end, but sometimes people catch the beginning or just the end because of your schedules and such. So I always take a summer break, and because it's been so gorgeous, it's hard to believe that it is September and we're back in the fall swing of things and everything with stamp camp. So how stamp camp works now that I'm doing things virtually is, number 1, yes, I miss you. I miss getting ready to have people in my house. I kind of miss the rush of making sure everything's clean and sparkling and ready for everyone. I miss picking out a snack to make for you guys that are coming to my home. I miss just the drive to all the locations that I've been going to for the past years and such too. So know that I am missing you. Hi Ruth. And so with that, this has been working it's working better, put it that way, than I thought it would be. And so so I'm going to continue doing it this way for sure for the rest of 2020, the rest of this year. Hi Mary. So hopefully this will work, and I'm hearing a lot of positive feedback. And you know, as I think of some of the people that are giving me this feedback, sometimes it's not always easy just on a good year for a lot of people to get to different events. So I've been hearing so many positive feedback sayings about how people are able to watch these, and it's just been a day brightener. So I didn't think like I had that much of an impact, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but knowing that maybe I'm actually reaching more people because of doing this virtually, even though I felt like I was seeing tons of you guys at stamp camp and loving every minute of it, it just kind of helps me to go, okay, maybe this isn't the worst, but it's still not the best. So anyway, so I will get started with my card today and let you know how stamp camp works virtually. So you'll get 10 different cards, and so like this would be card number 1, and then as I craft to make the 10 cards on 10 different days, those will be the cards that you will be receiving from me. And with Stampin' Up's rules and regulations and policies, they do not allow me to just send you pieces of the card and have you assemble it. Their bylaws and everything say that everything that has a stamped image has to be completed and sent to you. So that's why you get fully completed cards from me as my gifts and such. And so that's the number one rule. So if you place a $75 order anytime this month using the code, and I have it when I do my demonstration, and then I'll also post that code with all of the cards when I post the still shot of them too afterwards, you'll get all 10 cards for free. And if you think, oh, I just have been ordering a lot, but I really want the cards, then you can always just pay me the $22, Venmo, check, credit card. Just contact me and say, hey, Belle, I want the 10 cards for September. And that's no problem at all. I'll craft the cards and get them out to you too. So sometimes some people are just like, you know what? I don't like to do what she does, but I love the cards, and they just want the cards, and that works too. So without further ado, I will get to card number one. Okay, get my workstation and camera set here like so. And actually I might get it just a tad closer. There we go. Hi, Barb. Hi, Mary. Oops, kind of want to lock in my camera so it doesn't accidentally get nudged and bumped. Okay. All right, so the card is coming from the holiday or the August through December catalog, and it is, the stamp set is from page 46. And so here is the stamp set, Beautiful Autumn, and there's tons of nice images on there, and I love all the sentiments. I love that the sentiments are, the font makes it really easy to read and such, so that's great. And then if you go back a page, you'll see kind of the whole Gilded Autumn suite that is absolutely gorgeous. I love fall, so it's no surprise that I'm starting my first September Stamp Camp card with fall coming right at you. So yeah, this is a bundle, so you can get the stamp set here with the punches too. And I'm also going to showcase this beautiful specialty designer series paper today as well. And so I'm keeping, like I said, keeping things really simple. So all I'm really using today is the stamp set and the paper from that for today. So, but I have been using with other virtual parties different things too. And since I have the camera flipped the right way, here again is the card so that you don't have to look at the sentiment or the greeting facing the wrong way. All right, and it's so simple today. I thought, okay, hopefully I remember to bring everything out to my filming area and such too. So hopefully it's all here. When I have sparse things around me, I start to question if I have everything. So I will start with opening up my Early Espresso ink pad, and then I'm just going to ink up the sentiment that says, my heart is grateful for you. And I'm going to stamp that on a piece of very vanilla cardstock that is 3 inches by 4 1/4. So, and I'm going to try and get this as close to the bottom edge as I can, like so. And that's what I love about the photopolymer being super clear here, is that you can see exactly where you're stamping that. Hi, Nancy, thanks for joining in. So like I said, all this gorgeous paper here from the catalog is that Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. So that comes 12 by 12 and all these gorgeous, gorgeous designs in there. And I've been using bits and pieces of it on lots of projects. And so today I had to make the choice of, ooh, do I cut up this pretty mint macaron with gold that's embossed kind of through it and shiny, or do I use the fun other side, which to me, I just love this. Like I could just look at this all day long, so it was easy for me to choose. Sometimes it's hard for me to choose which side, but I do like this. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Julie. So what I did is just cut a 3-inch strip and then just a 3-inch chunk. And I feel like the designer series paper really takes over and steals the show on this card. And so it's amazing that all I am using is a little 3 by 3 piece for this. So I'm just going to take and tape down with my seal here this little 3 by 3 chunk So I want it to get right to the top. And I cut a full piece of Very Vanilla, and I honestly probably wouldn't have had to do the whole like length of this to just put that on there, but I always feel like it just helps to kind of provide a good base for putting the designer series paper on. And I'm going to adhere that onto the matting of some early espresso. So I could have just kind of, you know, put this Very Vanilla chunk on the bottom and this on the top. But like I said, I like having that just as a nice solid base. So I have that on there like so, and yep, sometimes I like to trim along the edge if there's any that is too wide or something, but that actually really fit well, because I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I can cut 16 different pieces of 3x3, and some might be a little narrower, some might be a little wider. So I'm just going to put that right on there. And this alone just makes me go, ooh, ah, I love fall colors. So the Cajun Craze really pairs up well with the early espresso. So that's why I decided to go with Cajun Craze also for the base of the card there. So here, this early espresso is cut 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And before I put that on my card, I'm going to add a little bit of trim, and this is the faux suede trim, and it's in that nice early espresso color here. And I'm just going to put this, usually when I tie my knots, I don't do bows very often, but usually I put it for some reason on the left side of my cards. And so this one, just the way the word and the sentiment sat, I wanted it to be on this other side. So kind of throwing me off a little bit, but if that's the worst thing that happens today, I think I'm gonna have a pretty good day. Okay, so I've got that. I'm gonna take my ribbon cutting scissors here and just do a tiny little snip and another little snip there. And this ribbon, I don't know, a lot of you have ordered it, and I don't know if you feel the same way. It is the softest, fuzziest ribbon, but it's still easy to maneuver and still easy to tie with and such too, so I love it. So that I'm just going to put like so. And then I could easily just adhere that down with my seal. This ribbon isn't too bulky, but I thought just to give it some lift here, I'm going to add some dimensionals onto the back. And I'll put like one on each corner. If my friend Nancy, who happens to be watching, if she was making the card, she would put 4 in each corner and about 18 in the middle. Just kidding, Nancy, but we have an inside joke about the use of dimensionals, and everybody has their quirks if they love to use a ton of them or not. So kind of makes us giggle. Okay, so I've got all of those on there, and then I'm just going to center it. And so this is all that this card is for making it a quick, simple, easy card. And so I even thought about taking, especially with a stamp set like this that has so many other little images, I could have used those. I thought about taking this and maybe inking it up in Cajun Craze and just stamping that around on the Cajun Craze cardstock there, just to give it a little bit of a background look. But the more I looked at, maybe it's the busyness of the different fall flowers and fauna on there, I just thought maybe that is what I wanted to be the focus. So the more I looked at keeping it plain and simple, the more I liked it too. And then yesterday I'd mentioned even how the champagne rhinestones being champagne colored kind of coordinate with petal pink and different things. I tossed about the idea of putting like the big one and a couple of the smaller ones on here, because they actually coordinate really well with this too, because I called them chameleons yesterday. And so even that champagne color would look well with that, but I just chose to leave it plain and simple. So you could take any of these colors that are in here, the early espresso, the mint macaron, Cajun Craze, and you could actually just put that as the card base and then just switch out this matting for any of those other colors, or even just have the matting around there be very vanilla, since the designer series paper has the vanilla in there too. So really quick, simple, easy. And then the only other thing that I am going to do is take kind of the image that looks like the wheat. And I'm going to pull out my stamp mat again because it's a photopolymer. And I'm just going to, actually this kind of stamps off the edge, so I'm going to put that underneath my paper, and I'm just going to stamp a super little tiny image there, and that just kind of carries through the theme of the outside to the inside, like so. And then I'll just tape that to the inside, and that's all. So that just kind of finishes and follows through. So hope you enjoyed a quick and easy card today. And then if you have a busy day, that means that that's all. Like, that's all I've got for you. It didn't take your whole day to watch me. Hi June, thanks for joining in. So like I said, quick easy card for today, and hopefully, like I said, if you want to share this with a friend or something that might be considering stamping, today would be a really quick and easy card to get somebody started. Or if you're thinking you have an event or something coming up where you want to make like a whole stack of cards and want just an easy idea, today would be great for that too. So September Stamp Camp, again, how that works, thank you Maureen, is you can just pay $22 for the set of 10 cards. Right now you might be going, I don't know, I might hate the other 9 because they might be really ugly or something, but so today is one of the 10 that I'm doing. The other way that you can get the cards is with the $75 order using this host code, and then I'll still get the cards made up and then sent out to you because I'll see that you've used that code, so that works just as well too. So as always, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be here again tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, maybe a little bit earlier in the afternoon, and then I'm going to take off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and hoping that you guys have some fun plans for the long weekend and have something that you can enjoy that way to kind of end your summer. So take care, and thanks for watching.